I'm really glad you're back. And by the way, happy Halloween. So I wanted to talk to you today about how come lazy people progress so much better than the people who are type A, right? Type A people who want to get it done. They want to excel. They want it today. They want to move forward. They want to move fast. Well, guess what? When it comes to your body has to be finessed into bodybuilding and into growing. It can't necessarily be forced, right? Your mind is very powerful. It can take you on a ride that you don't necessarily want to be on sometimes. You can keep running and running and running, and the next thing you know, you've run yourself right into the ground. So the same energy and the same intensity that creates an Olympic athlete is also the same energy that can drive you into the ground if it's not kept in check. Now, what I mean by that is you have to make sure that you're eating, right, in concert with the amount of energy that you're expending. Now, why do I say a lot of times lazy people actually can grow and heal and recover better than people who are sort of moving forward all the time? Well, it's because they're not overtraining. You see, you're working with flesh and blood. You're not working with metal here, right? The harder you pound it, it doesn't necessarily mean that it grows, right? What you have to do is stimulate the body and then back off for the healing. And believe it or not, you don't have to actually stimulate it that much, right? A lot of us are training at 100% level 100% of the time. And they have some lazy friends who really don't train at that intensity, but nevertheless, they progress very well. It's because every time you're training, you're creating a trauma. And if you create a trauma that you can't recover from, what's the difference between a weight training session and a car accident? Not very much. You want to finesse the body. You don't want to overtrain. Let me just give you some simple signs of overtraining. If you can't sleep well, if you have headaches, and your intuition is the best signal to yourself when and if you're overtraining. Sometimes I actually feel it in the gym as a cold feeling, like a cold sweat, or an energy expenditure that absolutely left my body completely. If I want to heed that warning, I can leave the gym right then. If I don't want to and I want to use my mind to push through that, of course, that's the same will that can get you very far, but not when it comes to bodybuilding. Maybe that's the same will that can drive your body into the ground. If you're natural and you don't have any other supplements or, and I mean by that is drugs or steroids outside of that are coming into your body, you have to use what you have. You have to use nature as your friend. There's a balance in nature. If you push it too hard, it's not going to work for you. So what I'm suggesting is don't train at 100% level or 100% intensity or 100% of your maximum weight 100% of the time. Scale it down. Figure out a 70%, an 80%, a 90%, and 100%. Whether you know how to do that intuitively with effort or you actually do it using your weights. And I know sometimes it feels like, hey, I'm only using 70% of my maximum weight and I'm not really training hard enough. Well, guess what? I promise you that it will do your body good. Great seeing you again. Happy Halloween and all the best.